Here at Diana's, we're just about wrapping up framing. We still need to put in a door and a couple of windows, make the opening for the kitchen, but I wanted to take just a second and take a look at some of the strategy behind the framing. You'll recall this is an old greenhouse, and so it wasn't really set up as living space. We came up with a plan, and that plan involved taking down walls, adding cathedral ceilings to hug the roof line, and so forth. So let's take a look at what we've got going on here. If you look up here, we have an engineered beam that runs, in this case, about 16 feet. This beam is essentially supporting the roof above it and also the rafters behind it that are landing on it. So you can see that we've got a lot of height here. We've got about 12, 14 inches of height with the beam. In this case, that height is okay. We were able to tuck it up high. It'll protrude down a little bit lower than the ceiling, but not too bad. Now what you're going to see is the weight spans this beam, then it comes down on this engineered post on this end, and then there's another one on that end. So what that does is it facilitates us opening up this whole area to the kitchen without any columns in the middle. We're going to have an island over here and so forth. Now if you look and you follow me around, we also have an engineered piece up here and then all the way around over here, and all of this engineered beaming is holding up the main roof line ridge and then all the rafters. So it's a really neat setup. What we've been able to do, at least in the main living area here, is cathedral ceilings, nice open area. We're going to add a couple of skylights up here and then back in this way to really bring in the light. But the night and day difference from a couple of months ago when we were just walking through here and it was snowing out and we didn't even have a plan to now is really starting to come to fruition. You can walk in and you can really see the sunlight beaming in, the open space. This place is going to be gorgeous when it's done. So framing is almost wrapped up. Next up, we're going to start rough mechanicals, which will be plumbing and electric, and we'll take a visit for that. But I thought it was really worth a visit to see this place with the framing because it's really starting to come to vision and look really, really solid. I'm sure Diana is very pleased with what's going on. Today's quick tip, we're going to take a look at a Build Clean HEPA air filters. When we're doing demolition on an old house or pretty much any house and there's going to be dust in the air, first of all we set up a plastic sealed containment system on any job, especially if it's an occupied unit. And then we employ these great units here. Let's take a look at this. This is a Build Clean air cleaner. They call it a Build Clean dust control system. I love these. What it does, it's a 360-degree HEPA filter. And it's essentially a vacuum motor. It draws in air. And then what it does is it sends the air outside through a window or a door or some other egress. Really a neat system. If you look here, it's 360 degrees all the way around, and you'll see 360 HEPA filter. So really a cool system. This is a way to create negative air pressure within a job space so that if we're working in one portion of the house and we want to contain dust in there, negative air pressure means that if we open a zipper wall and try to get in, there's going to be air coming in with us as opposed to the other way, so we don't get dust creep. That's important in a lot of homes, especially old homes where you have children and so forth, because we're going to contain that dust, blow it outside, and keep it out of the living space. Particularly important on a house that might have lead paint if we're doing a renovation there. So that's today's quick tip. Build Clean whole house 360 HEPA filters. Hey, I'm down here in Westport, Mass. It's a little windy. We're near the beach. We're at Tom Scott Woodworking Shop, and he also owns Zozo Guitars. So today's a real treat. We're going to find an island for Diana, and maybe we'll have a little fun looking at some guitars. Come on, let's go meet Tom. It's a beautiful day. Hey, Tom.
Doug, how are you, man?
Man?
Good to
I'm
see
here
you.
for an island talk today.
Come on in.
All right, let's go.
cool colors to it, you know? It's like
Yep.
a mustard and black.
No kidding.
Yeah.
So you could mill an inch and a quarter or whatever, or,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, he's got, I mean, the stuff he has is like 10 to 12 foot long stuff, so.
Yeah, that's really
You know, and
fancy.
some of the stuff's like 16 inches wide.
This feels like Ipe almost in hardness, or?
Yeah, it's about the same as
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
But very stable stuff too. It's it doesn't move around a lot
Right.
and takes the finish nicely.
Take a look at that. All right, man, I gotta roll.
All right, good seeing you.